My wife joined the Army Reserves, US, a few years ago, mostly for healthcare benefits and for whatever reasons she had at the time. I work a corporate job and am lucky enough to be remote 98% of the time. I have to travel, but it's rare, and my work knows my wife is on deployment, and they don't make me travel at all until she's back. Her deployment is over a year long. We talk weekly over phone/FaceTime and pretty usually over text. A few weeks ago, I was joking with her and asked if she was sleeping around over there as there was a natural joke to be made at that part of the conversation, and she laughed, saying that she'd never do that and that all the guys are gross anyway, which was also seemingly a natural response at the time. There is a guy in her unit that I know through another person. Me and the other person share a hobby, and this guy hobbies with him. So we chatted a couple of times at one of her reserve functions, exchanged numbers, and have texted a couple of times about that hobby. But other than that, I don't know him at all. A week ago, he texted me and told me that my wife was sleeping with one of the guys in her unit, and just about everyone knew it except for her roommate. He told me he said something to her about it and she laughed it off, so he took a video of them in the act for me. I didn't tell him to do any of this. The video is completely compelling if you get my drift. I haven't seen the whole thing because it's too big to send, but the stills from it are pornographic. I've never really spent much time on this sub before this, but I see too many people glorifying cheating. Even proud they did it. Let me tell you the impact this is having on me. I work from home all week. We have 3 kids under 5 and live far enough away from anything to make everything hard. Shopping, doctor's appointments, trips to the vet for the dog, and there is no babysitters/nannies to help. My day is spent completely doing things that are not for me. Work, feeding the kids, clothing the kids, cleaning up from the kids, the dog, the cat, shoveling snow, grocery shopping, etc. I have no idea how I would go to the gym or even go for a walk alone. I get to bed around 1 a.m. and am up for the first kid at around 6. Every day. Weekends are no better. Work just gets replaced with Costco and errands with 3 kids. To say I'm tired is a monumental understatement. Yesterday, our scheduled call day, I asked her about it and she again told me I was being paranoid, and just because she's a woman surrounded by men doesn't mean she's having sex with all of them. I blew up. I'm just too tired to regulate all of my emotions all of the time. I have to save what little energy I have to be even keeled around the kids and work. Confronted with the photos from the video, she got super angry about who took the video, like it was an invasion of her privacy. Then she said she was just bored and horny and it didn't mean anything, that he was married too, and they just needed something, which made me even more angry. I wish I was bored. I wish I had the energy to be horny. I have to do everything, and she just gets to fuck her co-workers because she's bored? I ranted for about 5 minutes before I wore myself out, and the kids were getting upset. They were in the next room but heard me yelling. What you all who cheat don't get is that it's not necessarily about the sex. I never wanted to be a single dad. I never wanted to go through life without a partner. I never cheated, or even came close. The disrespect is way too much now. Like, how can you not see that your actions affect others? She texted me and told me she was now extremely guilty and sees how, to me, it was much more than masturbating with a real cock, which is evidently how she sees it. She didn't think about how it would affect me. I asked her if she loved the guy, and she actually said, no, he's married. Like WTF. Anyway, when she told me she felt guilty, I told her I'll make it easy for her and we'll get a divorce. Which is laughable, because how TF am I supposed to meet with a lawyer? Bring the kids? I'm going to call around and see if one will do a house call, like WTF. But the marriage is over. It's the lie. The lie to my face and the disrespect. I am lucky enough to make a lot of money at my job. She's an E3. She can go be an E3 on her own somewhere. She can go active and go be a barracks bunny for all I care. I'm going to tell her that she's not welcome here anymore. Not in my house, not in my life. When she gets back in a few months, she can figure out housing, a car, whatever on her own. I know she can't be sued/divorced against her will on deployment, but that ends when she gets back and off of active status, and that'll be it. I have no idea what I'm going to do raising these kids for the rest of my life on my own. I can't give them 100% of my time. It's sobering realizing I'm going to give up my own wants to focus on them and keeping a roof over our heads when